So what is the CloudWatch? CloudWatch is one tool, which is one tool which is provided by AWS. Right. So what is the use of CloudWatch? Watch, watch. Watch means to watch on some, you can say, resources, to watch on some process. So this is called as a watch. But what is meant by CloudWatch? Suppose just consider one example. Ki this is your organization or this is your company having name is ABC. Having name is ABC. Right. So for this organization, you have purchased your AWS account, right? Or you have created your AWS account. And just consider example ki you are at Mumbai region. You are at Mumbai region. Correct? Correct. So what is the problem or why CloudWatch is required? That I'm going to explain you. Your company name is ABC, your organization name is ABC. You have created your AWS account. You have purchased your AWS account for your organization. You are at Mumbai region. Once you created your AWS account, suppose you are going to use a different service. Suppose you are using service 1, this service 2, suppose this is service 3, and suppose this is service 4. So you are using a different kinds of services. Just consider the first service is, suppose you are using EC2. You have created one EC2 instance. Suppose you have created some Amazon S3 bucket, right? Suppose you have created some VPC, or suppose you have created some IAM role and lot of services and lot many services suppose you are using, right? But what is the problem? The problem is that just consider one example. Suppose you are the 10 employee 1 to employee 10, right? Suppose you people are working from morning 9 a.m. Just consider example. Suppose you people are working from morning 9 a.m. to evening 6 p.m. to evening 6. But what happened? What happened at night? At night, suppose 2 a.m. some problem is occurred, right? What happened at night 2 a.m. Suppose some problem is occurred with respect to the EC2 instance. With respect to the EC2 instance, right? Means don't know what is the reason, but your EC2 instance is stopped or some problem is occurred with your EC2 instance. Got it? Some problem is occurred with your EC2 instance. So at night, suppose your boss call you, right? Your manager called you and asked, hey Ram or hey Sham, it's at 2 a.m., right? But our EC2 instance is not working. That's why our, you can say, client application is totally down. Got it? So what you will do at right? What you will do at night 2 a.m. Correct? Got the scenario? Because see, if you enable the CloudWatch, if you apply the CloudWatch on your all the services, then no problem. Instantly at 2 a.m. you will go with CloudWatch. You can open the CloudWatch and you will see what problem is occurred, what problem is happened with the EC2 instance. Because your CloudWatch is maintaining the logs of each and every minutes, each and every seconds. All right. For example, at 2 a.m. your EC2 instance terminated or your EC2 instance stopped. You will get the log of 2 a.m. What problem is occurred, right? So you will just carefully see what is the problem, due to what scenario, due to what problem your EC2 instance is terminated or stopped. You will just check it and you will find out the solution for it and you will try to solve it, right? And instantly you can up your EC2 instance, your client application will be up, right? But what is the case? Suppose you have not enabled, you have not applied CloudWatch in your AWS account. What will happen at 2 a.m. or at any time? If you have not applied the CloudWatch, your boss said your EC2 instance is not working. It is very difficult to find out what the problem is occurred or due to what problem, due to which problem your EC2 instance is not running, right? You cannot identify, you cannot find out. But it same the same problem, same you can consider the another. Suppose you are working in organization ABC and they are daily storing some data into the Amazon S3 bucket. Right? Suppose just consider ki there is one Android application. There is one Android application, right? Suppose that Android application means many people are installing, downloading, or you can say registering or uninstalling this Android application, right? So what happened? The company will tell you, or the company will ask you, you want to store daily downloads information, daily registration information, daily install information, daily uninstall information. Just consider Facebook example, right? Suppose there is an Android application for Facebook, and Facebook wants a daily information. How many people install the application? How many people uninstall the application? How many people register the application? Right? Whatever. So Facebook want this information. So how you are going to do? you are going to face the information, install, uninstall, registration to some API, right? Means the third party API will face the information, and that information is going to store daily basis into the Amazon. Yes, got it. Suppose just consider a scenario. First day, when you created a S3 bucket, you know that what is the size, what is the maximum capacity of S3 bucket, right? Due to some after some threshold value or threshold time period, if your S3 bucket is full and if you are not able to store the data into the S3, right, maybe your S3 will terminate, S3 will stop, right? And you need to get a notification. Some problem is occurred. That's why your S3 is not working. So how you will get that notification, right? So for that purpose, you need to watch each and every service carefully. You need to watch what the problem is going with EC2. You need to watch what the problem is going with ES3, and so on for all the services, right? That's why AWS is provided one service. This is called as CloudWatch. Again, I am repeating why CloudWatch is required in the day-to-day life when you are working in the industry. The answer is, suppose your organization is using a different AWS services, you want to watch that services carefully, what the problems are happening, what the problems are happening. If you need to watch each and everything carefully, then you need to enable CloudWatch service. Right? If your CloudWatch service is enabled, it will generate the logs for each and every service. And if your service is stopped and your service is stopped mistakenly or by mistakenly at any time, you can easily find out what is the problem, due to what problem our service is stopped, right? That's why we need to use the CloudWatch. This is the first use of it. What is the second use? The second use, as I mentioned, ki you are going to store, means when you are going to use the CloudWatch, the AWS is going to generate the logs. The AWS is going to generate the logs, right? So what are the different steps, or in which different step the CloudWatch is working? CloudWatch is initially, you can say, analyzing. CloudWatch is before the analyzing, CloudWatch is storing the logs. CloudWatch is storing the logs. Means it will store, for example, if you are storing some data into the S3, it will store the logs, it will save the logs for each and every minute. Means suppose now it's 9:17 a.m. What happened at 9:70 a.m.? What happened at 9:18 a.m.? What happened at 9:19 a.m. Right? So it will generate the logs. It will generate the log. Means first step is it will store the log. Second step is it will analyze the log. Analyze the log means once the AWS will generate the logs, it means that AWS have a lots of information of the logs, right? If AWS have a huge database or huge data set, in future, if you apply some machine learning algorithm on it, it will automatically give the reply. At what time, due to what problem, or due to which problem your service is stopped, right? It's just like as recommendation. It will give the information on the basis of previous historical data, what the problem was happened when our S3 was terminated, S3 was destroyed. Got it? This type of information will get from your CloudWatch only. Why CloudWatch is required? Again, I am repeating, it is storing the logs. As it's storing the logs, means it's generating a lots of information in its database. We can use that database to analyze the future problem or to analyze the future solution, right? So this is also secondary thing about the CloudWatch. So you need to remember why CloudWatch is required. Again, I'm repeating, CloudWatch is one AWS tool which is required to monitor all the AWS services which we are using in our account. That's why we require CloudWatch. Hope so you got the theoretical idea why CloudWatch is required. I given two scenario about EC2 and ES3. I will give you another example. You know, in the VPC, in each and every region, you can create maximum 5 VPC. And under each and every VPC, you can create maximum 5 CID. Right, right. Suppose by mistakenly, if your employee is trying to create a sixth VPC under a Mumbai region, it will not allow. Right? At the same time, you should get a mail. You should get an email. You cross the limit to create the VPC under the same region. You can't create. Right? So this is a CloudWatch. CloudWatch means that CloudWatch service will watch on each and every other service which is provided by AWS. It will watch on EC2, it will watch on S3, it will watch on VPC, and so on. Right. Now here the important thing is that for the free account, for the free account, we can watch 100 services. We can watch 100 services. After that, for each and every service, the charges are $3 per month. For example, if you are observing 101th service, right? Charges of that service for complete 1 month period is $3. Got it? Similarly, if you are enabling 102th service, you will require $3 more. If you are taking multiple services, you need to pay amount for the number of services. Got it? So we will see what is the CloudWatch practically. So you will get the clear idea. So what you